Okay, we're going to open the floor up to questions. So, is anybody who wants to ask Carrie and Brad a question?
Absolutely nobody.
Here we go. I went to dinner with little Jimmy Dickens. That's how you feel good about 40. Go out with your best friend who's 91. Nothing like that to make you appreciate life. You know, he's something else. So that's about it. That's stayed home. They scheduled a big award show this week, so it's not like I could go somewhere else. Yeah.
I busted a zipper during rehearsals 2 years ago.
Right when she was supposed to walk out.
Yeah, and it was like dress rehearsal time. I literally had like a 40-second change, and my dress did not cooperate, and I had to walk out and do the monologue like holding my dress together. But we switched dresses for the real deal and went off without a hitch.
Yeah, we haven't had something happen. Most of our rehearsals for this show have been horrifying, and we feel like we don't know what we're doing, you know, don't you think? We do that run through that day, which they have about 1,800 winners, couldn't be farther away in that arena.
It's our test audience.
It's crazy, it's a terrible test, because if they like it, it's too late, because they laugh later. They're so far away, and it always feels like this is the year they're going to say that's enough. You guys blew it. Sorry.
They may after this year.
They may.
Nope.
I don't think that's a good idea, because we really don't have anything put together yet.
Things change. He jokes, but it's a little serious too. Things change about 2,000 times a day up until the day. So it'll be, yeah.
There's a lot of people in the room throwing out ideas, and you pick the best ones, hopefully, and everybody, there's these factions that don't like something or don't like this or that. So you kind of navigate that, and then you fight for something you believe in when somebody doesn't like it, and it takes shape really a lot in the next couple of days. And this year it's a Thursday, which is different. It feels odd. It feels like we've got one more day, but truthfully we have a lot of the week left. We sat down.
When did we have that conference?
Yeah, when did we go there? At the CMA's August, probably? Yeah, I think around August. We had our first meeting talking about it. And then 2 weeks ago, out in California, we sat down again with writers and you know, people in charge of the show. And
We've had conference calls and stuff like that
yeah,
as well. I mean, other than we both kind of surprised each other at each other's shows, that's not really a prank. That was just like
that's a good prank.
A fun surprise.
Yeah, her kind of prank is being really nice when you don't expect it.
When you don't expect it.
Which is nice.
Yes.
Actually, my kind of prank is pulling somebody's pants down. Yeah.
I think he knows better though. I mean, the CMA time's not the time to prank. I'm telling you that too. It's not the night to prank.
You say that every year, but
I know and every year it's worked. So I'm saying it again. It's not a dare, it's a warning. I will hurt you.
Funniest was a few radio stations were mad at you.
Yeah.
In some of these markets that she did not say hello.
Wondering why I didn't come by and say hi.
You literally got those stations that, like, the PD was like, we were there, we came up on alcohol, we were there at the end of the show. She didn't even say hi, and it's funny.
Not rude, everybody. It's not really me.
No, but we definitely, you know, there was a section, ironically, the more you go back in the audience, the more they drink. Those closest to the stage probably paid more money for those tickets, so they're less likely to not remember it. They take it serious and maybe aren't blitzed beyond recognition. But the farther you go back, they get more and more drunk. And it's also the farther you go back, the more believable that is. And so, yeah, I mean, after about row 20, they were convinced. And I love the tweets the next day, you know, cannot believe Carrie did that. And then you started right towards the end of my tours when you started your tour. So what was funny was to see tweets to you saying great show in Ottawa.
Right.
And
I was
tweets
not
to
there.
me saying, tell Carrie thanks for coming.
Yeah.
It's like she was both in Ottawa and Phoenix, you know. Yeah, oh yeah. What did you, any of those that you've...
That I like wish was mine. I don't know. I think everything has its own place, and even if I like end up not recording, like hearing a demo and not recording it, I feel like it ends up where it needs to be.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've ever spent too much time thinking, oh, why didn't I get that? You know.
The one that really sticks out to me is one of my best friends, co-writers, is a guy named Kelly Lovelace, who is a neighbor, and we went to college together, and I'm not closer with many people in the world than him. And I was driving to the airport one day in the early 2000s and heard this song, The Impossible, on the radio, and then realized he wrote that, and called him and just said, you know,
Dude.
you live next door. And I said, first of all, you know, call me next time. You didn't need any help, but I sure would have liked to have. And second of all, you know, I didn't even have a chance. I never even heard that till it was on the radio. And he said, well, you wouldn't have cut that, would you? And I said, yeah, I would have cut that. So, but that was early on. But yeah, all the time I think about, I mean, anytime there's something clever, the songwriters in this town, that's what you go for as a writer, is that moment when other writers say, crap, can't write that now.
Well,
Some
first, I don't know how many changes I'll have, because I need to see like running order and everything, and how much time we have. And there's some stuff that we might be out there for and might not be out there for. So I'm gonna have to wait and see. Favorite ever, I wore this like tutu thing at the end of a couple years ago, and it I don't know, it was like a tutu. That's the wrong
It
word.
looked like a badminton birdie. I remember that.
Thank you.
A very, very pretty one.
Yes. Very blingy flowers and stuff. He's so mean.
There's a lot that you won't do. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's fair game, but we're really careful about being able to run into whoever it is backstage and they don't want to punch you. Because it just really is it's a family, and it's different than even the Golden Globes or the Oscars or something, where, I mean, everybody loves watching actors get it handed to them, I think, a little bit. I don't know why, but they just seem to deserve it. And in country music, they're kind of, you know, we're all of the same ilk, so it's sort of, you sort of make sure that you're, like, if you notice that joke, talking about marriage, we're kind of making fun of myself when I say 32,000 days. And you're like, 3,200. Did I say 32,000? That's making fun of something that's sort of certainly within limits in that it's ourselves. But we're really making fun at that point of the Kardashians, you know, who 72 days was their big, you know, accomplishment. And yes, there's a few artists in our format that have had similar lasting relationships. But you notice we didn't pick on them. We sort of teased Hollywood more, and it's a conscious effort, honestly, to not sort of poke your own, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple of things happen this year that we're not going
Yeah,
there. So.
there are a couple things like that. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be. Not really sure. Maybe like a Star Wars character or something. I'm not sure. I'll change out of my
Would you give this candy? That's my question.
Anyway, you probably want us to leave.
Yeah, let's go. That's our cue. Bye.